Welcome back to the 80s Music Channel, where we feature the greatest hits of the greatest decade in music history. I'm Roy, your host. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a timeless classic that's about to light up your screen. Today, we're diving into Rapper's Delight by the Sugarhill Gang. This is the track that opened the doors for hip-hop worldwide. A little bit of history here. The Sugarhill Gang was a group put together by a producer named Sylvia Robinson. Sylvia was at a Harlem birthday party and saw, for the first time, people rapping. So, she recruited these MCs, Wonder Mike, Big Bag Hank, and Master G. They put those rhymes together with the bass line from Good Times by Chic. The final product became Rapper's Delight. It's a blend of disco with storytelling or poetry. So sit back, turn up the volume, and let's relive the magic that started it all. Here's Rapper's Delight.
Here's Wonder Mike, Hank, and Master G, the Sugarhill Gang.
The hip, how you don't stop. You rock it out, baby, rubber to the boogity bang bang, the boogie to the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello. Up to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first, I gotta bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie. Say up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought two friends along. And next on the mic is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. Check it out. When I'm imp the dimp, the ladies pimp, the women fight for my delight. But I'm the grand master with the three MCs that shock the house for the young ladies. And when you come inside, into the front, you do the freak spank, and do the bump. And when the sucker MCs try to prove a point with Trevor's trio, or with the serious joiner from sun to sun and from day to day, I sit down and write a brand new rhyme because they say that miracles never cease. I've created a devastating masterpiece. I'm gonna rock the mic so you can't resist. Everybody, I say it goes like this. While I was coming home late one dark afternoon, reporter stopped me for an interview. She said she's heard stories and she's heard fables that are vicious on the mic and the turntable. This young reporter I did adore, so I rocked the vicious rhyme like I never did before. She said, damn fly guy, I'm in love with you. And Casanova legend must have been true. I said, by the way, baby, what's your name? Said I go by the name Lois Lane, and you can be my boyfriend, you surely can. Just let me quit my boyfriend called Superman. I said, he's a fairy, I do suppose, flying through the air, the pantyhose. He may be very sexy or even cute, but he looks like a sucker in a blue and red suit. I said, you need a man who's got finesse, and his whole name across his chest. He may be able to fly all through the night.
Little did they know that they would make history. There have been rappers around, usually in clubs or parties in Harlem, like Sylvia said, but they were never recorded, and the few that were recorded before this one were not commercially successful. This was the one that made it. Notice, no cuss words, nothing that is too sexually suggestive, except for this one little line. You may catch it later on. This was successful commercially because it appealed to a mainstream audience. It's not too aggressive. With music like Good Times that's already commercially successful, the mainstream audience already has some familiarity with it. So adding rap over it gave it a fresh new sound. Most people outside of Harlem have never heard anything like it. Since samplers or editing machines, those machines that take music or part of the music from an existing song, those weren't widely available at the time. What Sylvia did was hire this 17-year-old bass player. His name is Chip Sheeran, and he had him play the exact same bass line from Good Times for 15 minutes straight. It's 15 minutes because the original version of Rapper's Delight was 15 minutes long. There was an interview of this bass player, Chip, and he said he and the drummer were sweating bullets because they had to play their parts without mistakes, and it was a very long time. Here's Good Times by Chic. Sylvia told the musicians that they're going to recreate the music and then have some kids talk fast over it.
But can he rock a party till the early light? He can't satisfy you with his little worm, but I can bust you out with my super sperm. I go do it, I go do it, I go do it, do it, do it. And I'm here, and I'm there. I'm Big Bang Hank, I'm everywhere. I just throw your hands up in the air and party harder like you just don't care. Let's do it. I don't stop, y'all. I take a top, y'all. You don't stop. I go home, tell, motel. And what you gonna do today? Cause I'm gonna get a fly girl, gonna get some smack and drive off in a death OJ. Everybody go home, tell, motel, Holiday Inn. You say if your girl starts acting up, then you take a friend. I say skip, dive, what can I say? I can't fit them all inside my OJ, so I just take half and bust them out. I give the rest to Master G so he can shock the house. I said a M-A-S, a T-E-R, a G with a double E. I said I go by the unforgettable name of the man they call a Master G. Well, my name is known all over the world by all the foxy ladies and the pretty girls. I'm going down in history as the baddest rapper that ever could be. Now I'm feeling the highs and you're feeling the lows. The beat starts getting into your toe. You start popping your fingers and stomping your feet and moving your body while you're sitting and you're sitting. Then damn, you start doing the freak. I said bam, I ride it out of your seat. Then you throw your hands high in the air. You rock it to the rhythm, shake your dairy air. You rock it to the beat without a care. With the short shot MCs for the affair. Now I'm not as tall as the rest of the gang, but I rap to the beat just the same. I got a little face and a pair of rhyme eyes. All I'm here to do, ladies, is hypnotize. I sing it on and on and on and on and on. The beat don't stop until the break of dawn. I sing it on and on and on and on and on like a hot butter. The pop, the pop, the pop, give it, pop, the pop, pop. You don't dare stop or come alive, y'all. Give me what you got. I guess by now you can take a hunch and find that I am the baby of the bunch, but that's okay. I still keep it stride, cause all I'm here to do is just a wiggle your behind. Sing it on and on and on and on. The beat don't stop until the break of dawn. I sing it on and on and on and on and on. Rock, y'all. I throw it on the floor. I'm gonna freak you here, I'm gonna freak you there. I'm gonna move you out of this atmosphere, cause I'm one of a kind and I'll shock your mind. I put the jig in your behind. I say the 1, 2, 3, 4, come on girls, I get it on the floor. Come alive, y'all, give me what you got, cause I'm guaranteed to make you rock. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, tell me one, the mic, what are you waiting for?
To the hip hop, the hippie to the hippie, the hip hip, the hopper, you don't stop, rock it to the bang bang, the boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat. Well, skittle bebop, we rock a Scooby Doo, and guess what? America, we love you, because you rock and a roll with us so much so you can rock till you're 101 years old. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast, but we're like hot butter on a breakfast toast. Rock it out, a baby bubba to the boogie, then bang bang, the boogie to the beat. Beat is so unique, come on everybody and dance to the beat. Have you ever went over a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? I mean the macaroni soggy, the peas all mushed, and the chicken tastes like wood. So you try to play it off like you think you can by saying that you're full. And then your friend says, mama, he just being polite, he ain't finished, oh, that's good. So your heart starts pumping and you think of a lie and you say that you already ate. And your friend says, man, there's plenty of food, so he piles some more on your plate. But while the sticky food's steaming, your mind starts to dreaming of the moment it's time to leave. And then you look at your plate and your chicken's slowly rotting into something that looks like cheese. Oh, so you say, that's it, I got to leave this place, I don't care what these people think. I'm just sitting here making myself nauseous with this ugly food that stinks. Oh, so you bust out the door while it's still closed, still sick from the food you ate. And then you run to the store for quick relief from a bottle of KO Pectate. And then you call your friend 2 weeks later to see how he has been. And he says, I understand about the food, babe, but we're still friends. With a hip hop, the hippie to the hippie, the hip hip, the hopper, you don't stop, the rocker to the bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
This video was recorded live on a syndicated TV show called Soap Factory Disco. The record label, Sugarhill Records, just adopted the footage as the official video. The video clip was then used for promotion, shown in some shows in Europe and some local shows in the US. This was before MTV. Notice the group, or the MCs. They were performing in what looked like a club or disco with a few dancers, dressed in their disco clothes. I would imagine that's all made of 100% polyester. It's sort of like an overlap of disco and rap culture. The Soap Factory TV show You could say it's a smaller version of Soul Train, with the Soap Factory being more local, lower budget, and more focused on disco, while Soul Train was this big national show that featured black music and black culture, not just disco. The Sugarhill Gang would later perform on Soul Train a year later, and that exposed rap or hip hop to an even wider audience. Rapper's Delight came out in September '79, but this was more than groundbreaking. It became the first rap song to go mainstream. It sold over 1 million copies in the US alone. It went to number one or close to number one in the charts internationally. In America, it climbed to number 4 on the R&B chart and made history by breaking into the Billboard Hot 100, the pop chart. And by making it to number 36, it officially became hip-hop's first top 40 hit on January 5, 1980. This wasn't just a hit, it was a revolution. By making it into the pop charts, Rapper's Delight proved to the world that hip-hop was commercially viable. It broke racial and cultural barriers and paved the way for legends like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Run DMC, and Public Enemy. You name it. It transformed an underground movement into a cultural powerhouse, influencing everything from music to fashion. The Sugarhill Gang turned party rhymes from the Bronx into a worldwide phenomenon. Rapper's Delight wasn't just a new song, it was the birth of a cultural movement. It came at a time when so much was changing. Disco was fading and rap was just coming into existence. Imagine hearing that for the first time in 1980. You've never heard anything like it. Sort of like when Marty McFly started playing guitar on that high school stage in Back to the Future. Those high school kids have never heard rock and roll music before, and they heard it there for the first time. That's why I love the 80s and 80s music. There was this explosion of different styles of music, like a renaissance. Sylvia Robinson is widely known as the mother of hip-hop. You can thank Sylvia for having the vision to put together Sugarhill Gang and producing Rapper's Delight, the very first rap song to reach a mainstream audience. As always, if you'd like to see more of these 80s music videos, the stories behind the songs and videos, hit the subscribe button so you won't miss an episode on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.